What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. We're going to get into today's show, all the topics, our weekend. But first,
today's episode is presented by our partners at Chase Sapphire Preferred.
Fran, I feel like we are always planning our next trip.
You are right. That is true. I may not always have my suitcase packed, but I do have a destination in mind.
And something you're actually really good at is making the most of your travel rewards.
Oh yeah, I've gotten a lot better about it. And one card I've really enjoyed using is the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. It's nice earning rewards on travel and dining purchases that I would be making anyway. Card members can earn 5 times the amount of points on travel through Chase Travel, plus 3 times the points on dining.
So if you're looking for a card that rewards the way you travel, dine, and explore, check out the Chase Sapphire Preferred card and learn more at chase.com/Sapphire Preferred. That's chase.com/Sapphire Preferred. Card issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back. We are back from our little weekend getaway. Honestly, fantastic time. Lots of laughs. Good times all around. How are you guys feeling?
Great. It was a lovely weekend despite getting a washout day. I know Saturday was a lot of storms around here as well, but it was wholesome. Wonderful.
You're addicted to mentioning the weather.
I'm addicted to talking about weather.
It's like we go in to talk about the weekend. It's like the first thing Fran mentions is
here's the thing. My weekend relies on the weather.
Right, but we had such a great time regardless of
good weather, better weekend. Like, yes, we had an amazing time, but if Saturday was a nice day, we would have had an even better time.
I feel like we had a great time watching TV together, though. You know what I mean?
No, we did, but we wouldn't have done that if it was nice. That would have been a different kind of day.
I know, but thankfully on Friday, we had a full day of sunshine. We soaked up the pool, laid out, lots of games.
I showed off my swimming ability to you guys.
Yeah, you are a great swimmer.
Thanks. And wasn't going to even call myself a great swimmer. I think I'm a pretty good swimmer.
Yeah.
I was reading my book and I just kind of was tuning in and out of whatever was going on in the pool. And I was like, I feel like they're having some sort of judging of everyone swimming, like your level of freestyle.
What, you've never seen a bunch of full-grown adults see how long they can hold their breath underwater?
I didn't know if it was holding the breath or if you were critiquing
at first
their
it was
swim style.
If you could make it, how far could you make it down the pool underwater?
Yeah. Okay.
And then it turned into just a classic who can hold their breath competition.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, the classic things you do in a pool at this grown age. We had quite the Airbnb experience, though, and I feel like we have to talk about it because it is so insane and it's kind of flying under the radar, but we have to discuss it. So we go to this house in Great Barrington, gorgeous house, lovely location. None of us have been there besides Noah used to ski kind of in that area when he was younger, but we haven't been there. It's a quiet town, just great local eatery, all the things. So we stay in this beautiful home that we found on Airbnb. And we were not made aware of all these certain rules that this house had until we got there. They did send a packet with everything beforehand, which we saw and we read and everything. But when we got there, the owners said to Kelly Keegs, hey, give me a call when you get to the house. So when we got to the house, she gets on a call and some new rules were thrown at her. Can't adjust the air conditioning. They have to adjust it. Keep the doors closed because bears might come in. Just the typical.
There's a family of bears that live on the property.
Just the casual, there's a family of bears that live on the property, so make sure the doors are closed because a bear cub might come in.
Yeah.
But the air conditioner thing was really something because I think most people can relate when you go to a hotel room or you're staying in an Airbnb, you go into a room, you adjust it to the temp that you like, and that's what we did. So the temp in our room was 72. I cranked that puppy down, as did Noah, Tommy, and they were arriving a little late. So Fran, me, Kelly, Matt, Jeff, there's a couple people got there early. So try to turn the temp down. The Airbnb host call and they're like, no, you can't do that. Like, we need to control the temperature.
They called and they were like, someone's touching the air in the primary. We can see it. And they actually said multiple were touched, but no one else has admitted to touching it.
I fessed up immediately. I said, of course I tried to turn it down from 72 degrees because I like to sleep in a colder climate, which I thought was just a normal thing to do, that you adjust the They were in a tizzy. Do not touch the air conditioner. Do not touch the air conditioner. We were not made aware of that. Okay, fine. They want to adjust the air conditioner. So we tell them the temperature that we want it at. We all agree at 68 degrees. So we put the air on 68 degrees. And now we go through the nighttime and everyone is profusely sweating. Fran wakes up. She's like, I am dripping sweat.
I had a terrible night's sleep.
She's like, I am dripping sweat.
I woke up 100 times.
Yes.
With it felt like I was in a sauna.
Yeah, I was tossing and turning.
They were like, our vents, there's no air coming through. There's something not happening here. So we want to lower the air or make wherever room, get the air to hit it. So they contact the Airbnb host. And the host hits back with one of the most insane replies, I think, ever. And says, were they eating jalapenos or have they taken a pregnancy test?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
It was really just about me because I'm pretty sure it was like one of the girls said she was like sweating through her pajamas and the guy was like, did she eat a lot of jalapenos?
Yeah. Did she eat a lot of jalapenos or has she taken a pregnancy test?
I'm like, you closed the fucking vents in all the bedrooms on purpose.
But that is the most insane, inappropriate reply.
No, it was a crazy reply.
One can have an Airbnb host responding, being like, "Oh, she's sure she didn't have too many jalapenos? A little pregnancy test?"
Just like crazy inappropriate to be like, "Oh my god, this," and you know what? And like, I don't know if we had some we were laughing, maybe some like cultural differences because this guy was also in France. And I think his wife was maybe European, something where I was like, they clearly keep their AC on a different temperature because we're like, the arguments of like what temperature is considered cold or comfortable was very funny. Like Kelly was like, I think we can agree like 68 degrees. And they were like, 68 degrees? How could they were like, that's freezing. Are you sure? We're like, no, we're sure.
That is like the most standard temp. Like 65 is what I put my hotel to.
And the thing is, the house is full of windows. So
yeah,
the
floor to
sun,
ceiling, glass windows.
Yeah, so the sun beams in and it makes it a bit hotter. And so I am just absolutely stunned by this reply of, did she eat jalapenos or has she taken a pregnancy test?
No, making a pregnancy joke is is actually extremely inappropriate.
It's so inappropriate. It's so insane. I mean, the shock and awe in which we reacted to these messages.
That's a joke that I don't even know if I would feel comfortable making to you guys.
No, certainly not. No, certainly not. It was so insane. And, we really had to tiptoe around that after because we were like, are there cameras in the house watching us? Like we didn't know what was happening.
Oh yeah, that was the thing because people were like struggling with the blinds, and then like unprovoked, the guy texted Jeff being like, "Here's how you do the blind, or be careful with the blinds." And we were like, "Are they watching us?"
Yeah, we were like, how did they know that we were struggling with the blinds in this very moment?
Yeah. There's definitely, like, realistically, this was a very large house. It was a beautiful house.
Beautiful home.
Beautiful house. Very large house. I'm sure the upkeep is very expensive. And at the end of the day, this guy was like just really trying to not have to turn the air conditioning on throughout the whole house. Like,
for sure.
Like, absolutely, it was like crazy because it was like, well, if you keep the bedroom doors open, the vents in the hallway, it's like, okay, I understand what you're saying because he like didn't want to turn it on in all the bedrooms. But like when we were all going to bed at night and closing our doors because
privacy,
we're sleeping with our doors closed. He just like didn't want to turn the air on, and then even then it was like, yeah, it happened eventually, but it was a battle.
And I mean, here's the thing: like we we all paid for the price that they had put up.
Yeah.
And they did not make anyone aware of these rules beforehand. It was only when we arrived to the property did they say, call and here are now new rules. So if we had knew beforehand, obviously totally different story, but that it was not relayed to us. And then listen, fine. But then the jalapeno pregnancy thing, that was over the line. That was over the line. That just was, it's crossing a line there.
Yeah.
It was insane. But
what freaks like to keep their temp at 68?
yeah, they were
floored.
They were absolutely floored and assumed somebody might have eaten something very hot. But besides that, we really did have a great time.
Yeah.
A lot of games were played, a lot of laughs. We kind of just stayed in the house the whole time and really took advantage of the property. One night we went to dinner in town, which was delicious.
Yeah.
A lot of
Cute town.
local,
Very cute town.
very cute. A lot of local produce. I mean, my gosh, did we eat a lot of local lettuce this weekend?
Oh my God, did you see? It's not Taylor Farms. They just had to put out an apology. The FDA.
It's not Taylor Farms.
No.
What the fuck is it then?
No,
What the
I
fuck is it?
know. Not to continue our issue. But
Fuck.
yeah. FDA says it was a false positive and they had to apologize.
I thought we were in the clear eating other lettuce this weekend.
Uh-huh. The false positive was discovered when the FDA again reviewed the results of a sample from Taylor Farms. It was reported positive Saturday. And they said it was as of July 19, 2026, there are no confirmed positive sampled results for product testing for cyclospora, the agency said.
Fuck.
So it didn't change their recall. But Sunday night, Taylor Farms said that the FDA made a mistake and apologized.
Fuck.
Like, Matt, you just like get a call from the FDA being like, "Oops, my bad.
That's
I know
insane.
you guys recalled all your lettuce, but wasn't you."
That's insane. That's really crazy. All right. Well, moving on from that because I that's something I got to look into after the podcast.
I know. No, sorry. I saw it this morning and went, "Oh no, Rhea's not gonna like this."
And I don't like it at all. I don't.
We everything that we had was still local farm fresh.
Right. But what about the sandwiches we had on Sunday
The sandwiches we had on Sunday.
at the beach on Long Island?
That's totally fine.
Okay. I'm just going to tell myself it's totally fine.
It's totally fine.
Totally fine. Totally fine. Anyways, totally fine.
Yeah. And it's like you get one little thing of lettuce on a sandwich. You'd say, that's definitely not how it works, but that's how I'll be telling it's fine.
Right. We can move along. We can move along.
You guys were like, I think everyone was going ham on the lettuce that first night at dinner because
that was
people were
fresh.
like, no, I know, but people were like, clean lettuce.
Yeah.
It was
and by the
nice.
way, it was amazing. It
was
tasted
so
so
good.
good.
It was so nice to get some greens in. I was so
Yeah.
happy.
It tasted amazing. We had a lovely dinner, some great cocktails. There was it was called they called it a prickly pearl martini. And it was we had ours with vodka, but could also be with gin. A vodka martini with their house-made pickle brine. And then just a pickled cocktail onion, one thing. And it was a very pickled onion flavor, but it was delicious.
Oh my gosh, it hit the spot. It was so freaking good.
Yeah, Rhea was in a situation where she ordered her normal order and then took a sip of the one because Kelly and I got this one and she took a sip of this one and was like, shit.
I got just an extra dirty martini and then I took a sip of Fran's and was like, fuck. Now I have to
really
chug my dirty martini to get to the pickled onion martini, which is what I did.
Yeah, and it was worth it. It was delicious. Great food. That was lovely. Really lovely dinner.
It was great stuff. Great stuff all around.
Cute candy store.
Yes, we got some candy, some chocolate truffles.
Candy store. Yeah,
which were so good. And then on Friday we cooked, stayed in. That was great.
Yep, you made a lot of good stuff. I probably had the best Reuben sandwich I think I've ever had. on Saturday at
Mhm.
Taft Farms
It was
in
so
Great Barrington. That was unreal.
good.
A lot of questions in my DMs about specifically the little chicken nugget appetizers that you made. So if you would like to just explain to the people what they were, because everyone was like, what is that and what's on top of it and what's that white stuff?
So it was just ranch in a pipette. So those pipettes you can really stick in anything and put liquid inside of it and squeeze it out. So I was inspired by my parents' friends last weekend. I went to their house for a barbecue and they made lovely apps. And I was like, what the heck are these things? I had the same reaction. And I was like, this is so freaking cute, so fun, so exciting. It's just a small little extra thing, you know? That's what gets me happy about cooking things. It's just a little, oh, look at this little pipette that squeezes some ranch out. So it was just chicken nugget, pickle, waffle fry sandwiches, stick the pipette in, squeeze a little ranch out, dusted some buffalo sauce on the chicken nuggets before I put them in the oven to cook. So it had a little buffalo flavor with a little ranch on top. So a little buffalo chicken pickle fry combination. I made some pan con tomate, which was delicious in honor of Spain winning on Sunday. I guess that was some foresight by me.
Yeah.
Tommy did say it was the most incredible thing he's ever eaten. And so I will be taking that with high honor. I was very happy with that response.
Yeah.
He didn't know what it was at
also,
all.
Also something he's never heard of.
He never heard of it, never had it,
it.
which is not crazy to me. The first time I ever had it was when I went to Barcelona for my honeymoon. So that was the first time I was introduced. And then I made it after going there. So he was like, this is the best thing I ever had. And then some crostinis the next night, or actually the same night. Yeah, honestly, I was exhausted Friday night. I was shoving it up at the end of the night. Well, no, we stayed up till 4 a.m. But when I got into bed, I was like, damn, tired. And we watched Project X, classic. You know, when you go a long time without seeing that, it hits the spot.
It does. We did a full fire pit, marshmallows, s'mores.
Oh yeah, that was a fun game we did at the fire pit.
Campfire sing along, basically.
Everyone played their favorite song.
Yes, we went around and everyone sent me their favorite song to play. Wide variety, good songs, you know, just jamming out. Then we did another round of pick a song that you think nobody else has heard, which was fun. And that was the first time I listened to Noah's favorite band.
Which is?
Tedeschi Trucks.
Tedeschi Trucks Band.
Tedeschi Trucks Band, yes.
Yes.
Actually, prayers out to Susan. I just saw today that she needs to get an appendectomy. So that it cancels some shows. I'm just, so stay strong.
Susan.
Stay strong, Susie.
Stay strong.
Yeah, that sucks.
And you gained a new fan. That was
a great song.
I texted Trent. I said, Rhea might be coming to the next show with us. I was
vibing out. I loved it. And yeah, that was so much fun. Great bonfire. It was really just a wholesome weekend. I mean, wholesome, I say lightly. We did drink a lot and there was a lot of games going on that got pretty wild. But
the games took a turn at a certain point. I
fell asleep Thursday night. And you guys played a game that apparently got contentious.
We played Celeb. And all I got to say is that the game ended with me taking the bowl and throwing it and dumping out all the rest of the papers and saying, this game is over.
I'm upset, but also happy that I missed this whole thing because...
because we tried to play it again the last night and Rhea and multiple others were refusing.
Well, I heard what had happened.
I said no.
I said, why would I want to play this game after... Apparently, the first time you guys played it, everyone almost killed each other.
Yeah. But I also said it's not like it's that game. It's any game. That would happen with any game.
It's actually any game that we play.
Yeah.
It's not the game, it's the people.
I mean, it is, but I will say Categories was way more like we were rowdy playing Categories, but when Celeb was worse.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Categories was fine, but Kelly did quit Categories as well.
Rage quit.
Here's the thing. Games are not for her. I think that kind of, and she says it. She's like, I don't like to play because I know I get too competitive and it gets scary and then I quit. And that's what happened in every single game. It was like, I I quit.
I was thoroughly enjoying Scattergories, and then I was like, why is Scattergories turning into this?
Our friend Nick also had me in absolute stitches because one of Kelly's answers was like so bad, and he just went, no.
Because the way that we play Scattergories is we go around the table and say our answer, and then everyone can decide as a group whether or not it's an acceptable answer. And so when Kelly gave hers, Nick just like immediately was like, no. And that
that she did not like that. She tried to explain it.
I think Scattergories opens you up for more like embarrassment. And Salable, at least you're on teams. So you have like your team. But Scattergories, it's like if you have a bad answer, the whole table just laughs in your face.
Well, I just was like, I just got tired in Salad Bowl of everyone. It was just like constant allegations of like, well, if you get to go first, you just win. You win automatically. It's just like that's what was being said the whole time. And I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. Because it's like, no, if you have one bad round, you can come back. But they're like, no. And we kept also arguing because I don't know if you guys have played Salad Bowl. And I say you guys as in our listeners, but it's everyone writes like 6 nouns, words on, or it doesn't matter. You can kind of make up the amount depending on how many people are playing. Little pieces of paper, throw them in a big bowl. 3 rounds, you're on a team. The first round, you have full creativity to describe the word without saying the word, but you can use full sentences, the whole thing. Each round, you throw the same words back in. So it's kind of a memory game as well to try and remember what the words were from the first round. Second round, you can only use one word to describe the word written on the paper. Can't say anything else. No motion, no nothing. One word. And then the third round is you have to act it out. No speaking. But we just kept screaming at each other for the rules because every single time before the third round or before the second round, we'd be like, one word. You cannot act it out at the same time. And then right away, someone would say a word and act something out. And I'd be like, oh, what are we doing here? And then the third round, like you can act it out, but there's no like pointing. Like someone wrote down, I actually think Matt might have written it himself, his own name. And at that point, it was like if you got the Matt one to act it out, like you would just point. I'd be like, no pointing. You can't just be like, you can't just point at what the thing is. You're supposed to like, the idea is you'd have to act like Matt and someone would have to guess that. It's not you just be like, oh, that. Or it's like if I had written down, phone case and I just picked up my phone case and went like this and pointed at it. Like that's not.
Mm-hmm.
So we all just started screaming at each other about the rules and we just kept playing.
I will say that Fran and I were on a team at one point and we had good chemistry on the team.
I honestly, we were finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah.
We were like, it was like everybody was jealous. And I think that was also pissing people off. Listen, we were like,
it makes sense.
He would say things, I'd get them right. And everyone would be like, I could hear everyone in the back going, damn.
Yeah. Wow. They are connected. Hey, it makes sense.
Those two are in lockstep.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was us 3 on a team. We'd probably just
wipe the floor with them.
We would wipe the floor with them. I exerted too much energy that night and like I blew my load too early. Like I was hyped up.
Rhea was sprinting around the house dancing and then next thing I know we're playing a game and I said, where's Rhea? She's gone.
The house was so big that I was just running around dancing to try to like really make the most of the house. And then I wiped myself out. I was like a little kid. I got so tired. I said, oh my God, I got to go lay down. And so I put myself to bed. But we also played pool and Matt and I were on a team against Noah and Nick. And we had won like 3 games in a row. And then we switched because me and Nick are both the worst players of the bunch. And so then Noah and Matt were on a team and then me and Nick were on a team. And my God, they wiped the floor with us. At one point, Noah...
That strategy didn't work?
At one point, Noah flexed in my face.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That happened. He walked up to me and flexed in my face.
Oh.
And
a double. It was a double
flex. It was a double flex.
Oh, I forgot about that. Wow, I blocked that out of my memory.
Honestly, fair though, because they were destroying us.
Yeah.
And I was so bad.
And hey, listen, I had high expectations for you too.
I'm usually pretty good at pool. Did not have it in me. Didn't have it in me. I also have wiffle ball elbow right now. Whatever's going on, not tennis elbow. Tennis elbow is here. I got wiffle ball elbow.
Oh, my body is sore. Like, and I'm like, we really didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's crazy stuff.
I don't know what's going on.
All right, well, Jeff got lawn dye, which all the guys were playing, which is one of those games where you see it and you go, why the fuck didn't I think of that? You know, like it's just one of those games where you're like, shit, if this takes off, why the hell didn't I think about it? It's just cornhole and beer dye like combined into one game. And it's, I was watching you guys. It looked fun. I didn't really have a desire to play personally.
No.
But the concept of the game, I was like, I saw that and thought, oh, boys are going to fucking love this game.
Yeah, which they did. They ate that shit up all weekend.
Yeah, they did.
You guys were eating it up. All right, let's get into today's show, the rest of the topics. We're going to be talking about the World Cup halftime show, Paige Lorenze and Tommy Paul's wedding, you know, some maybe new couple sightings there. We're also going to talk about Odessa A'zion with Austin Butler being spotted a couple times, whatever lame shit is happening between Logan Paul and Tom Brady, and we have the weekly watch report. So let's get into it. Slots fans, the wait is over. Lightning Link is available online for the first time ever, and DraftKings Casino has it. In fact, DraftKings Casino is your home of Lightning Link. New casino players can play $5 and get 1,000 spins, including 500 Lightning Link spins. That's 50 spins a day at varying values for your first 20 days. Can't wait to try out Lightning Link. I think on Thursday, Matt and I are going to play some Lightning Link maybe on stream, so make sure you tune into that. But strike now to claim your offer. Download the DraftKings Casino app and sign up with code CHICKS. Then spin Lightning Link high stakes anywhere, anytime. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings Casino. Sunday was the World Cup final. We had a $15,000 bonus bet from DraftKings because Argentina, the team that we had picked, made it all the way to the final. We got to place a free $15K bonus bet. We decided to put it on the over and Argentina winning, which would then give us $63,000 that four of us would split. Not even close. Wasn't even close because no goals were being scored and Argentina lost.
Had nothing to worry about. It's not even like we just lost it. It was like, no, we were like completely nowhere. We didn't have to worry about it clinching once because it was just a disaster the whole time.
No, it was an absolute no. But happy for Spain. They deserved it. They played a hell of a game defensively. They were awesome. And then, you know, we're there for the halftime show because we heard about this star-studded halftime show. Madonna, Bieber, BTS, Shakira, Chris Martin put it together. Like there was just a lot going on beforehand about the talks of this halftime show. Mm-hmm. I thought it was great. I got no qualms. I mean, I know that people were discussing whether that was the right fit for Bieber to come in and sing Hallelujah. What's the name of that song? Is that the name of the song?
I think so. Everything Hallelujah.
Everything Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give him major props for actually singing and sounding fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, he sounded so good that he could have got up there and sang anything. And I would have been like, that was great.
I agree. And I also think that this was, I don't know why people expect something else when he continues to show like this is what he enjoys doing and the kind of music he's making and like the performances he likes doing, you know? I didn't expect him to come out and pull out some full like halftime, like a, massive dance number with like props and dancers and the whole thing. Because at the end of the day, he does have a fantastic voice and he knows it and he relies on it. And I think he knows that there is a massive payoff on a stage that big to really sing, because we watched everybody else not sing. Like and that's how it goes a lot of the times for those big performances anyway, like televised performances. It's like, oh, if you want to dance or whatever, this, that, the other thing, sound reasons, blah, 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 blah. People don't normally fully sing live. But Justin absolutely just said, give me a guitar, put me out there, I'm singing. There was some, like, I also really enjoyed the whole thing. And I know that it's like any kind of halftime show like this, you immediately log onto social media and everybody's complaining or saying that was stupid or dumb or blah, 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 whatever. The only thing that I was like, I could have taken that out was the 2 seconds of Ted Lasso. I was like, okay, I maybe didn't need Ted Lasso.
That seemed really random. And I feel like anyone watching like overseas that maybe like Ted Lasso, they didn't watch, they're probably like, what is this? What is happening?
Yeah, maybe. It was very brief, but it lived up to what I thought it was going to be. Between Madonna, BTS, Justin Bieber, Shakira, you got a little bit of everything. I don't think Madonna was even like maybe singing the right words. When it started, I went, I don't even know if she's anywhere close to the actual sound. But they had, I think, what was it? Ronaldinho, like people were in the car with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're kind of watching, you're like, is this even happening live right now? Was this televised? Is she just going to walk out of the tunnel?
I feel like that whole first part was
pre-taped.
And then she just walked out of the tunnel.
I could see that. It did feel like that for a second before everything else seemed
BTS
live.
I think might have got the biggest pop out of the crowd. It sounded like.
Well, they're huge.
They're just, but it's like anywhere they go, it's just like crazy.
They're fucking BTS.
Yeah. Listen, it was fun. Was it the best performance I've seen from every person on there? No, but good times.
It was sweet and it was wholesome. It was so Chris Martin, like the big love. Like it felt like towards the end, it felt like a Coldplay concert, like with the messaging. And I thought it was very sweet with the kids, PS22. They're all singing together. It was sweet. It was endearing. It was like, nothing overcomplicated or controversial. It was just like, let's all hold hands and sing.
And it's the World Cup.
And have a lovely time.
Let's bring all these countries together.
Yeah, it was, and they threw Miss Piggy in there. They got the Muppets. Like they just said, let's throw some classics in there. I actually was whooping. When Miss Piggy went out, I went, woo, that's my bestie. Go Miss Piggy.
She got her time to shine.
She did. So I thought it was really sweet. I enjoyed it. And it was like you said, wholesome, nice. It's very funny because we were joking on the beach before talking about Justin Bieber performing and thinking like, oh, singing that song, we're like, MetLife, hallelujah, like soccer, hallelujah, World Cup, hallelujah. And then as he started to do it, I was like, oh my God, he's really going to do it. We're going to get it's the World Cup, hallelujah.
I'm so glad that he did because the joke kind of fell off a little bit after Coachella, but now it's back.
Yeah.
Like we're back to being like everything hallelujah.
Yep.
And I feel like it's like every couple months we just bring it back around.
Yeah. I feel like Justin really enjoyed this weekend prepping for this and like being in New York because there were so many activations and parties and things to be at. And I feel like he loves doing athletic things and everything he was doing, he was really trying to show off.
He's the most athletic guy, the most talented guy. At one point, Tom Brady looked at him and was like, is there anything you can't do? And he was like, I don't think so. Which I love.
Yeah.
Because talk about self-awareness. He's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Self-awareness can work in the opposite way where someone will be like, I'm not good at everything. But Justin Bieber really seems to be good at everything. So yeah, he's like, yeah, I am. Yeah. I'm pretty good at everything.
I really like the beard he's rocking right now too.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks, he looks healthy and refreshed, and I'm happy for him.
Exactly. And I will never get mad at him for his song choice. And I thought that it was a very enjoyable performance.
He should do at this point what he wants to do. Fuck the industry. He's going to do what he wants to do.
And like you said before, I would listen to him sing live anywhere, any stage, any performance. Like I will stop what I'm doing and listen and every single time.
He's so good. While we're in this topic of conversation, I feel like we should lead into Tom Brady and Logan Paul.
Sure, let's do it.
What the hell is going on? Because this is the most crawl out of my skin shit that I've been seeing. And Noah, I would like to hear your opinion as a Tom Brady fan, a huge Tom Brady fan you are because of the Patriots. What is going on with this man?
I think that's a question that everyone's asking.
That's the question on everybody's lips, Noah says.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I think everyone's like comparing this Tom Brady to like the one that everyone rooted for 20 years, where he like was kind of an unknown like outside of football, is kind of wild. But yeah, I've seen Dave talk about it too, where it's like, what does Michael Rubin have on this guy? Because like, like, or what does Michael Rubin have on everyone?
No, seriously, what does Michael Rubin have on every person?
Like, I could see like a Logan Paul trying to like be friends with Mike Rubin because those guys are just always trying to get clout. But it's like these A-list, like you got Jay-Z, you got Tom Brady. Like, why are these people like just doing all these things for unless he's just giving them $1 billion? Like, which even then it's like, do you really need that money to like ruin your reputation? Like, Tom Brady is quite literally like ruining his, like, you can never take the Super Bowls away from him. But like, I think I was talking to Nick because he's also a Patriots fan over the weekend, where it's like, could you imagine like 10 years ago saying like Tom Brady's going to be in a fake beef with Logan Paul, like slapping him, like it's just going to be an ongoing fake beef, like with Logan Paul, like he's gonna fight Logan Paul, like that's what this is heading toward.
Yeah, clearly.
My favorite video of the weekend is him rising out of the casket and then and then hitting the chair. The worst chair hit of all time. It's like he did like a slight tap. It is.
He's not a good actor. Like when they're at the World
even
Cup
the
games,
slap was bad. The slap was bad too. The whole every element, just the video panning over and just seeing Tom Brady and his sea logos.
By the way, his son is sitting next to him, like not even looking at the camera. Like his son has to be like, Dad, why are you doing this?
Here's the thing, like that's what I thought too.
Imagine if Michael Jordan was beefing with Jake Paul now. Like
no, literally never. But do you think it's just like a desperate try to be cool with the kids despite it not being cool with the kids? Like, and he has teenagers, so I don't know if like.
But at what point is he going to hear the feedback, which seems to be overwhelming from the internet of like, stop?
I don't know.
Because also whoever's running his social, the nerd comment, like you couldn't think of any other word to use. Like calling Logan Paul a nerd, it is also like lame. The whole thing was so lame.
How much is he getting paid? He obviously is getting paid.
But he doesn't need the money. Like don't sell your soul.
Right. He doesn't need to be doing all of this for the money. Doesn't he have enough money? Why does he need to be doing WWE stunts against Logan Paul?
He's actually just like an influencer.
And
like
here's the thing.
He's with Alex Earl. He's fighting Logan Paul. Like
on the opposite end of that, if I'm Logan Paul, I'm doing this. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you get the opportunity as Logan Paul,
1,000,000%,
you're doing it. And Logan Paul is probably making fun of Tom Brady at home. Like
Logan Paul has everything to gain.
I cannot believe Tom Brady's agreeing to do this stunt with me.
Like, did Tom Brady have some childhood dream to like be a wrestler? Because this feels like the only way that this ends.
Well, then do it with John Cena or like someone like Logan Paul.
It's with them like announcing some massive wrestling fight on like Netflix or something.
If Tom Brady fights Logan Paul
on Netflix, that just feels like obvious next step. No, like they're building up some tension for us all to buy in, and then they're going to be like showdown, WW,
Let
whatever.
me just say,
Netflix.
This is so lame, but on the other side of it, I really would be excited to watch that. Like.
But he's not fighting
Is no one else excited to watch? Like, this is so lame. It is.
No, I actually think,
lame.
but I feel like he could really hurt him.
I think
he would really hurt himself.
Brady isn't going to fight like Jake Paul where it's like a boxing match. He's going to do a WWE and it's going to be scripted and he's going to be the hero.
No, it's scripted. 100% it's scripted.
But he's not going to get hurt.
No. I don't want a WWE match. I want them to actually fight.
Tom Brady would never. I mean, Tom Brady would get destroyed.
No, this is the Logan Paul scripted. Like Logan Paul wants to be a wrestler. Now when he comes out, this is full scripted WWE wrestling. Like that's what they're gonna do.
Then if they're gonna be on Monday Night Raw, I'm not interested.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, like that's. Please, you think Tom Brady's gonna let Logan Paul punch him in the face? Not the face.
I'm more stuck on like something's off with Michael Rubin. Like we got to watch out for this guy. Seriously.
No, I mean,
like I think I'm not making any allegations, but like. It's weird that like one guy famous for white parties in the Hamptons just stopped because he's now like one of the most famous criminals, P. Diddy, and then this other guy just picks up. Like I'll take it from here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like if I'm Michael Rubin, I probably would just I'd probably rename the party. I'd probably rename the party. You know, like I probably would make up a different party.
He's just everywhere. Like you can't go if there's a celebrity, Michael Rubin is somewhere.
Right, he's in the corner.
Like, here's the thing, guys, and this is why I wanted to Google it because I wanted to make sure because I thought Tom Brady has equity in Fanatics. So,
I guess that makes sense.
This was announced in 2020. 6-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady joins Fanatics in exclusive long-term memorabilia partnership. So he sells all of his licensed merchandise, all of his memorabilia, all that stuff. He's his sole partner is Fanatics. And it says Brady acquired early ownership equity stake in Fanatics and has served as a lead ambassador for the company because he also sells all this exclusive memorabilia on there.
Okay, well, nowhere in there does it say you have to fight Logan Paul.
No. Obviously not.
Michael Rubin's if you want to keep your equity, you need to fight Logan
actually,
Paul.
Tom, did you not read the contract? Right here in the bottom, in this tiny print, it says fake beef with Logan Paul.
Classic. I mean, here's the thing. It's so lame, but I can't get enough. Please keep feeding me these incredibly cringeworthy videos of Tom Brady.
I really did giggle at I did giggle at them being in the boxes next to each other and just flipping each other the double board. I was like, what the? This is so stupid.
It's so dumb. It is so dumb. You know we love our Abercrombie, and I love your personal best, an active brand by Abercrombie. They have new active dresses and sets in the YPB Studio Flex collection. It is my favorite fabric for working out in, even for running errands. Everything is lightweight. It's buttery soft with a barely there feel. That's my favorite part of it is the buttery soft texture to the fabric. And it's made for summer in motion. You know, it gets hot. You're moving around, whether you're doing yoga, Pilates, weekend errands, maybe you're just going to brunch and you just want to throw on an active set. It's perfect for that. Select YPB sports bras and leggings are also available in Curve Love, designed for fuller bust support and proportional coverage where you need it most. Shop YPB by Abercrombie in the app, online, and in stores. It truly is the best. You are totally missing out if you are not shopping YPB, the active brand from Abercrombie. Some of my favorite sets, that buttery soft feel, and so cute as well. And there's so many different options. So make sure you are shopping YPB by Abercrombie in the app, online, and in stores. Moving on. Just some quick sightings on Dumois this past weekend. Originally, there was a video and some pictures of Odessa A'zion sitting with Austin Butler, Woody Harrelson, Chris Rock, smoking a joint outside of a bar, which I was like, you know what? My goodness.
Dream rotation?
It kind of felt that way to me.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I kind of would love to be in this little rotation. I'd probably take one hit and start spiraling that I was in the rotation with them.
Yeah.
You know, your brain starts being like, oh my God, I got to act cool.
You'd be like, do the voice, Austin. Do the voice.
Come on. Let me see those dance moves, Elvis. Yeah. And then everyone would get uncomfortable. They'd probably kick me out of the circle.
Yeah.
But then Odessa was seen with Austin Butler again, the World Cup, but she was also seen walking Scott Eastwood around with his arm around her. Yeah. So, honey, do it up. If you're with Austin Butler, you got Scott Eastwood's arm around you. clearly to me, this is a single gal. Like I am picking up that her and Drew Starkey split, in my opinion.
You think there's some
I don't
Margaret
know.
Qualley drama in the middle here?
I don't know about that, but I don't know if you're walking into the World Cup with Scott Eastwood's arm around you if you are dating somebody else.
Yeah. They just had a movie come out.
Scott Eastwood and Odessa.
And Odessa.
Still.
No, I'm with you. They had a movie come out like at the end of June.
Yeah.
But yes. And
well, press is over then.
No, yeah. It just seemed like now they're just pals.
Right, but I'm seeing
Pals hanging
maybe
out.
a little Austin Butler Odessa connection.
Who's Austin Butler dating these days?
I'm guessing my guess
think
is going to
her?
be Odessa because
But I said I saw a video of Odessa, that whole group, Odessa walking into the World Cup game yesterday, and Scott Eastwood had his arm around her. They were walking together.
Yes, correct. Which is what Rhea just said like 4 times.
Okay, well, I'm cutting that out.
No. I saw you writing down and cut it out. No, I'll listen back.
No, it's
staying in. I'll listen back. And if you cut it out, I don't know what I'll do, but you'll be in trouble.
All right. Well, I think the audio might have cut out there. So
Right. What was Kaya Gerber last relationship for him?
Was it Kaya Gerber?
I think so.
Or was it? I feel like
because there was the Zoe Kravitz rumor.
Yes.
Which was
short-lived. That was they were doing some press for caught stealing.
Yeah.
Where he was that big baseball fan.
Right. So it's really, I feel like Kaya was probably the last longer legitimate one.
Yeah, that seems like
he was seen out with Emily Ratajkowski, I think, that was another thing that popped up, but then that was also like not substantial at all.
Well, she's been dating that Roman guy that Dua Lipa dated.
Yes.
So they've been together for a while. So who knows? Just keep your eyes on this. Keep your eyes peeled.
It really was a who's who coming in and out of this game, huh?
Really was.
Kylie and Timothy had a little smooch on camera. Saw Dua and Callum were there.
Just was a celebrity fest all weekend, really.
I mean, which wasn't shocking. That because there's just been nonstop parties galore. Lots of stuff around New York. There were so many events, nights out. Saw people coming in and out of the club. Lots of articles this morning about Travis Scott getting into a fight.
I do
at a party.
I do have a friend that was there and witnessed it.
Yes. Which we heard about before it hit the presses.
That is true, and it seems like TMZ reported that somebody was taking pictures of him. And they
said that he thought someone was filming him.
Right,
and 50 Cent was performing, and he thought someone was filming him. Yeah.
Yes, and then Jordan Clarkson tried to de-escalate the situation and got removed from the club. This was late in the night, though. I think this is the party should have been winding down anyway. I think it was around 2, 3 a.m.
Right. It's probably this happens and everyone's probably like, all right, I guess it's time to go.
Right. I was like, all right, party's wrapped up. We were going home anyway. So
yeah.
Last topic here. Paige Lorenze Tommy Paul's wedding. There was a full Vogue spread. It's now Paige Paul. She has changed her name. Beautiful spread. Gorgeous pictures.
Stunning.
Got married at Old Westbury Gardens. I got engaged there. Fun little fun fact.
Yes, you did.
It is a gorgeous property. And the pictures were stunning. And it was
stunning.
Obviously people want to see what's happening on this guest list. And there had been rumors that Olivia Jade and Taylor Fritz, another tennis player who is besties with Tommy Paul, maybe were dating. Seems like that may be the case, as he brought Olivia Jade as his +1 to the wedding. He was a groomsman. And there were some Dumois spottings. And then Olivia Jade did confirm that she was there because she posted an Instagram story congratulating them with a picture from the wedding. So
yes.
Looks like Olivia Jade is moving on because Jacob Elordi has moved on a lot with Kendall Jenner.
Sorry. Can we that just reminded me that over the weekend.
Oh my God.
That over the weekend, Dave texted us the AI picture of it was an AI picture of Kendall, Jacob Elordi, Margaret Qualley, but then just like another Jacob Elordi. Like it was just two Jacob Elordi faces. And it was allegedly like them at the England game. He just sent us the picture. I wrote, "Is this a real picture?" And Rhea just went, "No." Like
No. And I didn't elaborate any further because I honestly, we discussed posting it and I was like, I feel so bad that I actually don't even want to make fun of him that he's at the point of believing these AI pictures. I said, that's two Jacob Elordis, bro. You're looking at two Jacob Elordis in the picture.
I was peeing my pants because Rhea just goes, "Bro, that's two Jacob Elordis."
Speaking of peeing your pants, are we going to discuss
my near-death experience?
Yes.
We were driving, and Rhea was just like, she's just on a roll. She's just, talking shit. She's yapping, and I was cracking up. And we were actually going back and forth about book club because we were like, because we passed a bookstore. And I was like, "Oh my God, Kelly, look how cute." And
No. What happened was we passed a bookstore and I'm like, "Guys, look, a bookstore."
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And Fran goes, "Kelly, we should go." And I was like, "What?" Because I'm not in the book club anymore.
We said, "Well, you don't read, so."
And then I forgot exactly what I said, but it was the way that came out of my mouth. I said something about having to take shifts to go into the bookstore.
Yeah,
it wasn't the funniest thing I've ever said.
It wasn't the funniest thing, but it was just like the way you said it, because you were like, no. You went like, because we were like, "Oh, well, I'll go. And then you go, yeah, we'll all go. And then you paused and went, "In shifts."
And Fran literally laughed so hard. She spit her coffee everywhere. It hit us in the front. And then honestly, it turned into a scary moment.
No, I couldn't breathe.
She literally couldn't breathe.
It was stuck in my nose and my throat. Like I was coughing. I couldn't breathe. It was just the perfect time of I couldn't have taken a sip at the worst time. Like it was right in the front of my mouth. And it just all came out. And then Kelly was like, "That just came out of your nose." I couldn't even respond. You guys were like, "Are you okay?" I couldn't respond. I couldn't breathe. Like it took me 20 minutes to be like, "Guys, I'm not going to lie. That was actually kind of scary." Like I fully could not breathe for like 20 seconds.
Listen, you not breathing, very scary. Otherwise, highlight of my life. Like I wrote it down in my notes to remember the moment. It happened July 16th, Thursday at 5:19 p.m. that I made you laugh so hard. Yeah. Speaking of book club, I kind of was like, I don't think I'm cut out for book club. Like I like that's straight up. And this is just me being honest that I don't love the stopping at certain points and that sort of thing. And then, when I do take the time to read, it's like what happened was I willingly chose to read a different book on our July break because it was the book I really wanted to read. And then I was like, fuck, I got to read that. Now I'm juggling reading multiple books. And if I'm being honest, I'm not good at reading two books at once.
Yeah.
So I said, maybe I'm not cut out for the book club. But I felt really bad about it. And then you guys were like, would you rather us kick you out? Would you feel better about that? And I don't know how I feel about that. But, it's just me being honest that I don't think I'm cut out for the book club.
And that's fine. A question for you, though. What if we just did one episode? Does that sound more enticing to you?
Yeah, like full book would be, because what happens is when I read really like sometimes the whole book in a day because I just like to get to the, you know what I mean? Or a whole book in 2 days. The having to stop at a certain mark and then I'm like, fuck, I really want to know what happens. And then I
find myself not enjoying doing that either.
Yeah, I am not so much I don't so much enjoy the let's talk about what might happen. If I'm being completely honest. That's where I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, why discuss it when we could just find out?
Right.
That's kind of where I'm at. So it's just me being not built for a book club because I know that's kind of what book clubs are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is. But most book clubs also just like read the book
Read the
and
book
talk
and then
about the
discuss
book.
it.
There's not like that was more of an attempt of like having more discussion just because it's
Right. Listen.
one book a month, that's only,
Yeah.
and you only end up doing like 12 up. It's just less.
Right.
However, that is something that maybe we discuss down the line because I also really, I don't love like reading halfway and stopping, especially if I'm like, if I start reading the book like early and I get really into it and then because then I don't want to keep reading.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the part one discussion, it's like I already know what happened. 'cause
Exactly.
I finished it.
So then you have to stop yourself. See, you live and you
Yes.
learn. You
No,
figure out.
I feel you, but anyway, you're kicked out of book club. Okay, so
Well, I quit. I wasn't fired. Yeah. So all weekend,
yeah.
anytime books were discussed, I was like, "Can I talk about it? Can I talk about reading, or am I not allowed to talk about reading now?"
yes, no, but that was.
But back to the wedding. Sorry.
No, back to the wedding because really we were talking about it all weekend when the Vogue article came out. We were both of us eating that shit up. Absolutely stunning. She looked amazing, Paige. I thought Tommy looked very handsome. She did Carolina Herrera for her dress the night before. Gorgeous. I love an aerial shot of a big property, a big
with the
gorgeous-
guests.
a big gorgeous home, and then one long skinny table with all the people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a beautiful shot, and that's what they did for the night before. It was really, really beautiful. And then they did a whole spread for the wedding, the ceremony, reception, after party. Her getting ready outfit was unbelievable. The corset with the robe with the flowers. Oh, I mean, really, that made me wish I like cared more about those photos because I didn't really in the moment. I was like, whatever. Like that. This is not the important part. But then, like, seeing her descend those steps in the robe, I went, motherfucker.
I had the same exact reaction. I'm like, why
Like,
the
damn.
fuck didn't I get?
Why didn't I wear a gorgeous custom-made corset while I was getting ready?
I'm right. I mean, here's the thing. I cannot imagine getting ready in a corset.
She said it was quite comfortable.
Sure. I mean, there actually seems nothing more uncomfortable to me than getting ready in a corset.
Yeah.
For her, amazing. For the pictures, absolutely jaw-dropping, stunning.
Stunning.
But I would have loved a robe like that, like the feather robe. Oh,
Yeah.
big behind, coming down the stairs. Oh, glamorous as hell. Really, the whole thing looked absolutely stunning. The pictures were just beautiful.
Classy as hell, really. It just seemed like a
really
classy
was.
motherfucking affair.
It was, and the Vogue pictures were,
Yeah.
She
did get married on a Tuesday, which, had people, Tuesday, they really were debating how they felt about about that.
But the thing is, their guests are not like people that have, I'm sure there are, some have normal 9-to-5 jobs.
Yeah.
But a lot of their guests are not in the normal 9-to-5 job. Like they're, and also Tommy's tennis schedule, probably on the weekends, it's hard to find a weekend in the summer if you make it, if you don't make it.
For sure.
When it comes to tournaments, like.
That's what I thought too. It's like, and why would you jinx it by, either way, you want to schedule on a time that for sure. It's like Tommy was just playing in Wimbledon. And when you're planning a wedding, you're hoping like, fingers crossed, he makes it as far as he possibly can at Wimbledon.
Right.
Let's make sure that this doesn't interfere with that at all, that there's no worries that like, if he plays the best fucking tournament of his life, that there's no worries that like, it's too close to the wedding.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, listen, do what you got to do.
Yeah, I agree.
If people can make it, they can make it. I know a lot of people go, oh, inconvenience. Guess what? You weren't invited to this wedding, so it really doesn't affect you when the day of the week this wedding was because you weren't invited. And so you didn't have to change your plans around to go to the wedding.
Yeah. I love that they did honeydeuces.
So good. Such a good idea.
Such a good idea. both dresses gorgeous. The after part, the reception dress gorgeous with the bow in the back and the high neck, and the after party really top notch.
Paige also said it was Tommy's first time having a honeydew because he's usually playing. So he doesn't have the honeydeuces.
Right. It's like he isn't the one drinking them.
Right.
Because we are all the ones that
the spectators
that are drinking them. So yeah, really just fantastic stuff. Her hair and makeup, flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Flawless. I was really looking forward to seeing all the content from that wedding. So that was really, really, really fun to see. They just well done, well planned. I actually know some people that have used that same wedding planner as well. They just do absolutely stunning events.
Right.
So, lived up to the hype, I will say.
A+ all around. A+.
Definitely.
All right. That wraps up the topics. We'll get into the weekly watch report.
As the #1 frozen fruit bar brand in America, Outshine Fruit Bars and Mini Fruit Pops are made with real fruit or juice and simple ingredients that you can pronounce. Every bite tastes like biting into a piece of ripe fruit, juicy, refreshing, and bursting with flavor. It's a bright, vibrant experience that brings a moment of joy in every bar. It's real fruit or fruit juice and a good source of vitamin C. There's no GMO ingredients, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial colors or flavors. The flavor lineup stacked. We got strawberry, mango, coconut, watermelon, pineapple, cherry. You name it, there's something for whatever you're craving. You got the classic fruit bars, mini fruit pops, or even the fruit blends that swirl multiple flavors together. So think pina colada, cherry limeade, and more. We had a couple boxes of the Outshine Fruit Bars on our trip this weekend, and they were such a hit. We had the strawberry. They are so delicious. The fruit bars, the strawberry fruit bars, amazing. Everybody loved them because Outshine makes it easy to experience the joy of fruit. Sometimes fruit is a pain to deal with because it's packaged, coconut, you got to slice into, you got to crack the shell, pineapple, you got to battle all those spikes. Outshine takes the best parts of fruit, the juicy, flavorful goodness, and makes it easy. All you have to do is grab an Outshine bar and enjoy. It's snacking made easy. So find Outshine Fruit Bars at retailers nationwide.
All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday. All right, let's get into the weekly watch report. Not a lot of things on my list this week, but a couple of new things. The Invite, I'm giving this a solid A. This is an A in my book.
And Olivia Wilde thanks you.
Yes. Olivia Wilde commented, thank you on the video, which you're welcome, girl. I loved it. So The Invite gets an A. I already talked about it last week. Watched 5 Star Weekend on Peacock. It was a book turned adapted into a TV show with Jennifer Gardner, Chloe Sevigny, Regina Hall, Darcy Corden. Great cast. Gemma Chan. Great cast. Very much enjoyed this show. I don't want to spoil anything because I'm assuming it really just came out within the last week.
Yeah.
So,
but it's Peacock's highest scripted show, I believe I saw. I think this has the most watches of any of their scripted shows.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed it.
Same. I watched it as well.
You finished? Well, we
I
watched
finished.
most of it.
We watched like half of it together, and then I finished it yesterday.
Yes, same. I watched it last night. I will give it a B. Now, I'm giving it a B because it would have been a B+ in my book, actually, because I really, really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Without spoiling, I needed a little something more from the end. And I know it was a book, so people who read the book probably feel differently because they know what happened.
Well, I don't know. Does the show and the book have the same ending?
I'm not really sure. That's a good question. I needed a little bit more.
Yeah, fair.
Because
I felt like maybe they were leaving the door open to.
For
I know
season 2.
there's not a sequel, like there's not another book, but I feel like because the show is so popular and the way it kind of ends, there is so much room for more that I could see them maybe doing another season.
I could see that for sure. I don't want to spoil, but you wait a while to get to this one point and then you get to it. And that kind of felt like a little bit of a...
I agree with you, but I
not
also...
as big of a reaction to me.
For sure. But I also think I got to the point where I kind of loved the way it wrapped up in the sense that there was a lot of open-ended things because it was like, no, the show's really just about this weekend and like how the weekend transforms them and they move on and whatever. But like now everybody has to go back to their life. And it's like, well, everybody's obviously got a ton of things going on. But you're right. The cast, phenomenal. I thought like the character of Brooke Darcy Carden was so fucking funny.
So funny.
Like she was cracking me up. Regina Hall is always amazing. Chloe Sevigny also always amazing. I saw her do an interview saying like, you know, this is not her normal type of project that she says yes to, and like she kind of thought when she first saw it, like, ooh, sort of like fluffy summer TV show kind of thing. I don't know if this is for me, but ended up loving it and wanting to do it. And I'm so glad she did because also a just fantastic character. So I thought it was great. If anything, I thought Jennifer Garner's character was maybe the most frustrating.
Yeah, I agree with you. Watching it, we said that at the same. We were like, low-key bad friend.
Yeah, it was like, you know, I know she put together this whole weekend, but like, is she going to acknowledge that she hasn't been the best friend?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. With that sort of character, sometimes somebody who doesn't like deal with their emotions and like sweep it under the rug, that kind of thing, like ends up being rude at times. Totally. You know, like you're like, can you acknowledge what's going on?
Yeah.
So, but I loved it. Would have been probably a B+ for me, but I'm putting it at a B.
Great.
And I think,
Project X.
We rewatched Project X.
Yeah, we gotta grade that.
Project X it's a hard one to grade because it's fucking hilarious. Like you're like, this is so absurd.
But it's also Project X.
It's also Project X.
I was thinking when we were watching it, I'm like, so this movie really is just like the first 10 minutes. There's like little to no setup. They have a crazy party, and then that's just the movie.
No, that's it.
It wasn't like a highly rated movie.
No.
But for nostalgia.
And it was just like the time of our lives that it came out. Mm-hmm. Like I was saying when we were watching it, I was like, this movie came out my senior year of high school. Like it was like nothing hit harder than this when we were going to house parties after our senior year, like before going to college and being like this, we want to live this.
Mm-hmm.
And best fucking soundtrack ever.
Amazing soundtrack.
Yeah, like A+ soundtrack.
Yeah, we'll give an A+ soundtrack, and then movie wise, like I don't want to grade it because it's just nostalgia factor.
I think I just give it an A-, and that's a lot of nostalgia in that grading.
Right. I will,
because when you compare it to Superbad is like, because I feel like they're similar in a sense. Like Costa is similar to Jonah Hill's like. But Superbad is just such a better movie. Like,
yeah, and I mean that's like Superbad is also like a scripted movie. I understand that this is Project X is scripted, but it's filmed like a documentary. Like it's not, you know, you're meant to like feel like you're in it. It's such a different style. It's hard to compare.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't give this movie an A- and give The Invite an A. Like, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
realistically, it's like a B- in my mind.
I'll give it a solid B+. No, because the show I watched before, I'm not grading Project X.
You can't compare grades though, because I feel like each grade is its own. You have your own reasoning for each grade. Like I'm gonna give the Odyssey an A. I have no problem giving the Project X an A-. Like.
Oh man, I'm not grading Project X. It's ungraded, unrated.
What are you afraid of?
She's putting her foot down, okay?
I'm not afraid of anything. I just can't. It's just, it's not a real movie.
It is. Listen, we had the option to watch any movie this weekend, and we chose this movie.
Yeah, that is true. Good point.
You're right. Okay.
And then, we finished it, too. Like, you started Project Hail Mary. You still haven't even finished that. We finished this movie on another night the same weekend.
Project X is an 1.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
we started it at 2:45 a.m. on Friday, which was the only reason why we finished it the next day. Fine, I'll grade it. A+. Project X is an A- as well. No, I'm not fucking grading.
No, you just, well, give it that. What if Olivia Wilde comments, really?
I'm going to give The Invite an A+ then.
What? No, but you don't need to change your. Is that a perfect movie?
Just put Rhea's graphic up as nothing else but The Invite and Project X next to each other, A and A-.
All right, okay. The Invite stays an A. Project X gets a B+.
Okay,
and that's final.
Final. That's all I watched.
Well, then I have to give it a B+ because I don't want it.
Fine, give it a B+ then. Let's agree.
No, give it whatever you want.
You were pretty adamant that it was an A-
Seriously.
in your book, and that the Odyssey was getting an A.
You know what? Fine. No, it gets a B+.
See, you now understand the dilemma here.
I just, yeah.
Right. All that back and forth just for you to agree with me with the B+. All right, Fran, what did you watch?
Okay, I also, like I said, finished 5-Star Weekend, which I really enjoyed. I would give it a B. I'm gonna go with a B. I'm in between B- and B, just because some of it I really loved and some I just like kind of moved a little slow. But I think I'm going to stick with B because you know what, it ended and I do really hope they make another season. I don't know if that's like, if people who love the book want that or not. I don't know. I also had not read this books, but I very much enjoyed. And I thought it was cool. You know, a lot of Nantucket local sites and mentions and all those things. So that was nice. And I'm trying to catch up on In the City. I think I watched all the way through to the not to the last episode. I have to watch the reunion still, which I think is out or this week or one of them. I don't know. They're just finishing up this trip. I think this was the last of the season. I was laughing on our way up that we should have just filmed us and put out like a 40-minute video of all of us fighting over what rooms we were going to get in the house, because it's a guarantee on a Bravo show that when they go on a trip, they're fighting about who gets what room.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a whole thing on In the City of like these people, like Lindsay wanted the room, Kenny wanted other people to have the room, the whole thing. So I'll give it a C. It was like, I enjoyed this season and I enjoyed some of these new people on the show. And I hope it does continue, because I think it will find its footing, even better. So we'll see about that. I am a tad behind on Love Island UK, so I don't want to say too much. I did post on my Instagram story some thoughts because I haven't wanted to spoil it on the podcast. But there's going to be a point, Rhea, where if you don't catch up, I'm going to start letting it fly.
Yeah, I understand.
Because we're almost at the end. We're I believe approaching the end and quite soon. I just finished LI Fest, which was a little sponsored party that they were having with some drama and people being sent home and that stuff. So that's where I'm at. Love Island UK has been a A- for me. So good. Really, really loving it. And I think that's everything. Love Island UK, 5-Star Weekend. Oh, no, it's not. I didn't watch the first half of Project X, so should I? I only watched the second half. So.
But most of it, I feel like you should grade it.
Project X is a B in my mind. A B with an A+ soundtrack.
Yes.
I watched 3 and 4 of House of the Dragon.
Which, by the way, I just have to say, because so many people have messaged me to say this.
Yes,
this is
it's not the last
season.
I was also told many a times. I thought it was my B. Apparently there's one more season, which honestly I didn't love hearing that news. I went, because I've been hyping up like this, that this last season was the last one, and then like shit was really gonna go down. No.
They're gonna set it up.
There's a whole nother season. However, I am really enjoying this season. I will give it a B+, 3 and 4. There is a lot of moving pieces, and I have enjoyed watching her try to rule and what that means. Like, there's way more. I kind of feel like sometimes with Game of Thrones, there was like so many other things going on that you weren't really getting like the day-to-day of having to rule. And there seems to be a little bit more in this. So I am excited to see how this goes. I am enjoying the season. And I watched 3 and 4 of Widow's Bay. I will finish eventually, but it is scary. And sometimes I put it on at night and I go, oh no, like the I don't know if it was 3 or 4. I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. With the creepy lady with the siren, she's lunging over him in the tub, and it was freaky. And
but they deflate the scariness like with comedy. I feel like most of the time, like sometimes, not a lot in that one. Like that one kind of ended like that was scary. Yeah,
that episode. And then I don't know what is going on with that woman. I forget her name, but she's like a witch or something. Like it's weird shit going on. But here's like that. It's a funny show because it is so interesting, but at the same time, I'm kind of like I have no idea what's going on. Like I'm losing like what exactly is happening on this island, like happening at different pieces. Like that girl, I'm forgetting her name, but the party she throws, everybody for the whole time, I was like, I'm very confused with what is going on right now. I feel like there was a lot of different like realities happening. So you get people's different perspectives and then you're like, oh my God, that's not actually what's happening. I will give those 2 episodes a B. It is so important to stay strong, and Planet Fitness has you covered. They have a judgment-free environment where you're free to get strong your way on your own time. You can feel your strongest, best self with their best-in-class equipment for a full workout, from strength training to cardio to stretching. They have their plate-loaded strength machines, hack squats, supine benches, seated calf raises, plus free weights, cable towers, Smith machines, upper and lower body strength machines, treadmills, stair climbers. Most locations are open at 24 hours. And membership start at just $15 a month at over 2,800 locations. I love it because really, no matter what you want to do, you can get it done at the Planet Fitness. If you want to just walk, if you want to stretch, you want to use the Stairmaster, or just maybe do a little exercise with some free weights. Strength training is so important. You can do it at Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with a parent/guardian.
Okay, I am really trying to power in through Madmen. I have basically watched another season this past week.
Nice.
I'm on season 6, episode 2 now. The end of season 5 was maybe the best I've seen of this show so far. Some really good episodes. Then season 6 kind of off to a little bit of a slow start. But just a great show. And I'm like fully locked in. Now that I have like a little less than 2 seasons left, I just want to this is my only show I'm focused on right now for the foreseeable future.
Nice.
I have fully paused on House of the Dragon, partially because I don't really care. And I also am not opening up other apps because I'm like, I don't want to even be tempted by other shows. Like, I'm not going to open up Netflix or other apps because I don't want to see other things that could distract me. I need to keep my eyes on Don Draper.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'll give Mad Men an A-. Honestly, if I was only grading the end of season 5, that'd probably be an A. but just all in all, A-. But yeah, and then Project X, we talked about. I'll give it a B+. I think that's a fair rewatch grade too, because I think when I first saw it when I was like younger, I would have given it an A+ probably. But I've seen it multiple times now, and it's just great nostalgia. That was probably the first movie that I saw multiple times in theaters, snuck in with my friends. So yeah.
Sick.
And then it was the first movie I ever snuck into was The Hangover. Bought tickets to a different movie and then went into the other movie.
I got in big trouble.
That was before assigned seats, I guess. So that was made it easier.
I got in big trouble because my dad came to pick us up, but he had checked the end time for the movie that I had said I was at.
You should have been like, "Oh, the movie was delayed." I don't know.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, when we got back from the Berkshires, probably got back at like 10, and I was just gonna check the movie times because I live pretty close to Lincoln Center, which is the only IMAX 70mm in New York. And so I was going to check because it sold out for weeks and weeks. And basically I just waited until like it was an 11 a.m. showing. I checked at like 10:50 again and a seat popped up and I just grabbed it and basically just ran over to the theater. And wow, what a movie. What a film. I think it definitely lived up to the hype. Matt Damon was incredible. I mean, Christopher Nolan, everyone's talking about the scale of this movie because it's just so gigantic. I think I saw him or one of the actors saying like basically every sequence in this movie would have been like the hardest thing any director's ever shot in their career, and he's doing it like every single scene. And just like the practical aspect of it, you're just like, how is he doing this without CGI? Like, how is there a Cyclops and like this isn't like a CGI monster? But yeah, I think like Robert Pattinson is definitely one of the best actors around right now. Like he's so perfect at being like a coward villain in this movie. Matt Damon is incredible. I think Anne Hathaway is probably like a favorite to win the Oscar now for this. There were like the castings was a giant discussion leading up to this movie. Big debate online. I think like Lupita is really good. And Travis Scott, I think like
I saw the numbers of like it was like crazy.
No, they had like no like screen time.
They're barely in the movie.
I mean, the movie is like almost 3 hours long, and the castings that everyone was arguing about are like 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Although I will just say that like I'm not even saying like I'm not the biggest Zendaya lover or hater. I just think that sometimes like especially if it's not like a big role, it kind of takes you out of the movie for a second when it's like, oh, there's Zendaya, like randomly. And the same thing, even more so for like a Travis Scott, where I'm like, it's not like he's a great actor. So I'm just kind of like
very different too. Like it's like Zendaya is an actress, so it's like
no,
not
but I'm just saying
crazy.
It's such a big name.
Travis
for
Scott,
such a like, but yeah, Travis Scott is just like, oh, it's Travis Scott like trying to act. But I think all in all, like the score for the movie was incredible. And it was just an experience, like, especially in IMAX 70mm, like you just feel like you're in the movie. And then I think people are saying, which I agree with, is like, it's the fastest 3 hour movie you'll ever see. Like I didn't check my phone once.
I'm dying to see it, but now I really have talked myself into the fact that I can't see it, that I can only see it in IMAX 70mm, and like it's impossible.
It's not though.
I don't live as close as you do. It's not like I can just like,
but here's the thing, like
if 5 minutes before to make it up there in time.
Because I checked, I think I bought the ticket at like 10:50 or something. The movie doesn't actually start till 30 minutes after the time. So like you have time. I'm really like, if I can, I might go again tonight if I have time.
Wow. double back-to-back nights.
I no joke, like thought about if I wasn't as tired as I was yesterday, like I'd take a nap after the World Cup. Going and seeing
the same day,
like 2 times. Because also I just, after the movie, I really can't remember if I read the Odyssey in school. And if I did, it was one of those scenarios where it was most books for me in school where I just didn't read it and pretended like I did. But I like, after the movie, just was researching Greek mythology and like all this stuff. And I think it would be a different view on the movie going in a second time, like kind of knowing all the characters better in the story. So I definitely want to see it again. And maybe I'll see you across the theater, Fran.
Fingers crossed. I really hope so. I'll let you know because I will be monitoring.
I do think if it's I was sitting in the fourth row, like it's not as bad as you think it would be. Like it's not like you're looking straight up. Like
I feel like the fourth row is pretty good, right?
The fourth row, especially in that theater, is the front row would be kind of crazy.
Olive's listening.
She's cracking me up.
But the fourth row is not that bad. And you just feel kind of immersed because the screen is like
I saw a TikTok
everything.
Of someone going to see this movie and I don't know why anyone goes to see anything in 4DX.
Oh, I saw that.
I saw a TikTok of
That
someone
seems
going
like a nightmare.
seeing this in 4DX. She was like, I feel like I'm in motherfucking Troy right now.
No, because watching the movie like in that setting anyway, without like your chair moving, you feel like that is like the sound design and everything.
Yeah.
You feel like you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean. And I can't imagine if like there were lights flashing in the theater and your seat is like vibrating. Like I saw that video. That looked like too much.
It's too much. Way too much.
But yeah, definitely like I'll give it an A. Like, and now everyone's ranking their like Christopher Nolan movies. Like,
where does this fall for you? You think?
I mean, it's tough. I think definitely in the top. I would say in the top 3, like maybe top 4. But I have to see it again. But it's hard to beat some of his other like The Dark Knight, like classics. But yeah, it was an experience. If I had one word to describe it, it's a trip. I said that yesterday because it is, it's a trip.
We did ask you for a media reaction. You said it's exhausting.
No, yeah, like you feel like you went on the journey with Matt Damon, Odysseus.
And how long is it in total?
It's 2 hours and 53 minutes, I believe. But I swear, like it feels like it's 2 hours
because you're like into it the whole time.
Because it's just like it's at every turn. There's like an insane action-packed scene. Yeah. There's never like a break. Like I'd say like the first 20-ish minutes of the movie, like maybe are the slowest, but like it never stops. And then it is really cool how they do it, where it's like the way that they tell it and the order and how they do it, where it's like a lot of times it's like it'll be Tom Holland like asking someone like, have you heard anything about my father? And then it's like John Bernthal or whoever like starts telling a story, and then it just cuts into that. So it's like it's not just like a Matt Damon goes on a trip and we're just like
right.
What
did you think of Tom?
That's another thing that I was surprised that people are like saying Tom Holland is like not good in this and bad actors in general.
I've seen both. Like I've seen people thought he wasn't the best. Like some people that were like he was the worst part of this movie, and some people would be like, no, I thought he did an amazing job. He weirdly gets, I think, a little bit of unfair heat. Like other projects,
I think it's just a superhero thing.
I know. I think it is too. It's like, other than Spider-Man, I feel like there are other projects that he's done where people really want to say that he's like not that great of an actor. So there was a lot of pressure.
I haven't seen him like he was in the movie The Impossible where he was a kid in that, but I thought that was like he was incredible as a kid in that. And then since then, I haven't seen him in a lot of movies outside of like Spider-Man. But I think the beginning, like there were parts where I'm not like blown away, but I think toward the end there were multiple parts where Tom Holland like directly made me tear up. Like I thought he powerful. Really had like and I think in those moments he did it without speaking. Like so
that is powerful.
Yeah.
I loved the story he told that his mom, I guess like after the premiere and his mom watched it.
Oh, I saw.
She like looked at him and was like teary-eyed and was like, oh my God, like I didn't know you were I didn't know you were like in it so much.
Yeah, she was like, you really had a big role.
It's like you're really like the star, like you're really in this a lot. And he said he was laughing. He was like, I was gone for like so many months. Like, what did you think I was doing?
Yeah. But yeah, I thought like across the board, like everyone gave great performances, and and there are a lot of elements to this movie, because I saw people asking Christopher Nolan that definitely feel like horror. And so people are now saying like, and Christopher Nolan said he would love to do a horror movie, but like, cause those scenes isolated were like so good.
He'd probably be great at horror.
Yeah, he would. I would like to see him and he did this movie because there's so many people in it, but like get some fresh meat, like some new actors. Cause I do feel he uses so many of the same actors in all his movies, where it'd be cool to see like just some fresh faces.
Mm-hmm. I think fresh faces are always fun, like people that we've never even seen before.
Yeah.
But also like the ones that he's used, like Robert Pattinson is just so good.
He plays the hits now for sure.
And
he's been cracking me up. I just would watch like Robert Pattinson press runs for like the end of time.
There was an interview like on a red carpet where someone was like joking about his character, like because him and Matt Damon are like, he's trying to marry Anne Hathaway, and he's like, well, it's kind of like Jacob in Twilight. And then he like laughed at his own joke. He's like,
he was like, I nailed that one.
Yeah, he loves laughing at his own joke. I watched the whole video of them doing like one of those guessing games where they have to hold the card and like describe who it is. And it was just all each other. Like it was just all their own characters. But he's like holding up his own face and he's like, am I ugly?
Fair question.
And like everything is just been cracking me up.
That was the thing that came out too. That was so funny that I think he was like, he had talked about that he asked to see the script when he was asked to do the movie. And all the other actors were like, you asked to see the script? Like you weren't just going to do the movie? Like when Christopher Nolan asked?
Yeah. It's like, oh, I don't know. I want to give it a read.
Well, because didn't he do that movie?
He did Tenet.
And he said that like halfway through the movie, he had no idea what was what it was about.
I think he said he still doesn't know what it was about.
No, still. And I actually think most people feel that way about Tenet. So
I never saw that movie. That's the only Christopher Nolan movie
I couldn't even explain it to you. No, couldn't even try.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got. So
love it.
All right, Fran, you're going to have to see it.
I know. I'm dying to. I'll keep refreshing my app.
We'll see if you can get tickets. I have faith. All right. That wraps up everything we watched. That wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys. We hope you have an amazing day. And we'll talk to you on Wednesday. See ya.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office. Long-time listener. First-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? Two chicks getting paid in reality checks.